I'll be reacting to Cardfight Vanguard overdress episode 25. I'll be watching it off of Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the 1 minute and 30-second mark in 1, 0, and go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped the fuck up for this. Kind of like how we're getting an extension of Miri's feelings in all manner. And it's a shame too that she hasn't seen the reason as to why, when Donja read that story to her, why he lied. He did it in order to keep her happy. I can't understand being peeved at lies though, but sometimes they're done with good intentions though. Oh, damn. Yo, she hasn't won yet. Quite the perspective there. Does that imply she's gonna wanna go up against other card game groups in other nations? And you know what I like about this scene here too? Yo, she's getting really fucking scared now. And I also like how, again, this series always demonstrates how intelligent Miri is and being able to know that it's you just based off his footsteps. I like touches like that. Shows you how much of a competent antagonist she is in the series. I just like how everyone is hyped as shit for this match. I am too, though. Considering the amount of buildup they had over the last 2 weeks for this specific match. How can I not be hyped up? Thankfully here, though, in the previous match, Miri kind of had the advantage of knowing you use deck because it's a deck that you used to use. But on the plus side, since he did play against Miri before, he should at the very least have a good idea of what her deck has. So at least our boy has that going for him. I mean, shit. He's got extra knowledge on her deck for one. That's going to actually do a lot for him. Because in the previous match, she had all the knowledge in the world when it came to Yu's deck. So that's already a big difference. I like how here we see Yu a bit more aggressive when it comes to his approach than the previous match. Oh, quite the perspective there when it comes to the Trickster card. Kinda sad to see here that Miri's perspective's changing when it comes to using Trickster, though. Oh! The fuck? She has no right deciding what type of deck is appropriate for other people. As much as I like Miri, I think she goes a bit too far in saying shit like that. But that's what makes her an interesting antagonist, though. Considering she's really young, it's natural that she's more prone to lashing out. Looks like she's trying out all noises again. You know what I'm noticing? When she covers up her ears, her perspective, it looks like all dark and blackish, but earlier when she was having the happy memory of being partners with Trickster, it was a brighter perspective. I kind of like that visual symbolism there. Just showing off how much of a brighter perspective she had when she was young in comparison to now. Yo, it looked like his card fucking burned. I'm like, bro, Is he gonna get it back? No, all jokes aside, I like that though. Like those visual touches do a lot in giving the match extra elevation. Down! Holy shit. There's only one undefeatable. He wants to completely annihilate him. But I like this, though, because even though there's no viciousness on the part of Yu, there's still tension concerning the viciousness coming from Mide. I think she's going to be hella wrong here. And it's going to bite her in the ass. They won't, I mean, I would assume they won't literally die. Oh, yeah, it's perspective of. I want to remember that you should be having fun in these matches. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I was slightly off on that. I like how it just sounds like he smacks him when he just slams that card. Good, I'm glad she has no guards. Oh, shit. I like this. At the very least, he's gaining a lot more hits in comparison to his first match already, and the match ain't even over yet. No, that's where she's wrong. Yu kind of does have a little bit of a burden, though, because he still has to, even though he's not showing it, he still has the pressure of winning for Blackout. Yo, that is an amazing performance from Mide's voice actor. So just hearing like the shift in tone, you can definitely tell she's taking this extremely serious. And now she has her eyes open. That's when you know shit's real. When it comes to anything involving her. I like how there it looked like you tried to dodge the attack. Yo, okay, that's a first in the series. You really see characters try to dodge attacks like that, but then overall they still get hit. That is actually some amazing choreography. Oh, never mind, perfect guard. Yo, he stood up the same time as me. Okay, I gotta admit, no, that is probably the best portrayal of a perfect card I have seen in this series alone. That was absolutely amazing with the dynamic animation and dodge, and then having the shield. That is some creativity right there. Yeah, but Outboy hasn't lost yet. I think that he's speaking a bit too quickly here. Yeah, she ain't so hot now that the odds are against her favor. I mean, I think it's also a little bit of cockiness too. I understand you trying to shoot that as earnestness, but he's gained a little bit of confidence there, and I like it. Hmm. Oh, I can't wait to see how she's gonna react to that. Oh, again, the whole her perspective a lot more brighter, represented by the whitish, glowish colors when she was younger. I always like that visual touch. I like how they utilized it again. I just love the music now is completely happy and on a nice contrast from the last two matches. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the epic tone, but I love this happy vibe though. And he actually has, because he's never had that self-confidence before, and he's gained it. And he's actually a bit more charismatic too, considering how our boy carries himself. And he is also able to deal with adversity, like how he almost recovers instantly after losing too. Honestly, Yu has become stronger if you just look at everything he's done throughout the series. And I like the message too, where you shouldn't throw away things from your past, but instead you should utilize it to help yourself grow. That's honestly a really positive message from this series, where you shouldn't let go of the past at all. You just try to learn from it. Yes, I love how it looks like a straight up mecha battle with the lights colliding. Kind of reminds me like the super robot battles in like Gurren Lagann. And I mean that in the best possible way, or even some of the Gundam series too. Yes, I love our creature is like completely fearful now. With it looking like she's trying to fucking escape. And the insert song, my goodness, it actually gives this scene a lot more epicness, because it really makes it feel like even gives it a nice series finale vibe, even though this ain't even the last season, because I heard this is going to get a season 3 and 4. Oh, man. And this is so nice, too, after seeing all the shit talking that Mary's been doing throughout the series. Not that I dislike her, I don't. But this is damn satisfying. The thing is, though, maybe she should consider compromising. Because Mina has to consider that you can't have it, and not everything can be done your way. You've got to sometimes bend things a little bit. Oh! Oh, okay, never mind. I thought for a second our boy was going to be doomed there for a small bit. Had me worried there. Huh. That explains why she has so much attachment to that specific card there. And here's what Rick has to consider too. This is going back to the previous episode. She's not worthless. Yeah, she may have made a few mistakes down when it came to trying to help on Mayday, but her heart was in the right place. How was us seeing you as optimistic perspective there? And I kind of like this too, because now the match is becoming a little bit unpredictable as to who's going to actually take the win now. Oh, no! I don't like the sound of this. Okay, I actually like this. At least Mia is realizing that she shouldn't shoulder everything, and that there are people who help her out. I mean, why would our boy give up? I mean, in this specific game, you can win as long as you get the proper draws you need. Honestly, if I'm in a similar situation, I'd be throwing down until I completely lose. And I'm glad that Masnari fucker's wrong, too. Well, at least in most cases, people would respond in kind. Sometimes people can't accept the truth, but in most cases, people are strong enough to accept people's earnest feelings. Not in every scenario, though, but in a good amount of them, they are. And that's another good message of the series, too. I love how he admits it straight up. Oh. I like this. You can sort of tell that they become friends because, and you making the invitation to want to have another extra match in the future says a lot. And again, it goes from what I said back about Yu. He's become charismatic because he can become friends with now a variety of people too, and that's what's so lovable about him. He's really one of the few card gaming protagonists where him gaining friends actually feels legitimate. Oh, that's so man, that's so fucking sweet. Yeah, I just love how Trickster's in his shoulder there right before the attack. What a fucking bro. Okay, now I like how this time when we yes. Oh, I mean, yeah, you has a point though. Just because she lost here, but hey, they can make a new beginning though. Yeah, you can become friends with Mayday, for one. She's young. You're prone to making mistakes. Doesn't mean you can't fix them. And honestly, Mayday wasn't that mean, all things considered. And plus, it ain't like Mayday's a bad person. I mean, she genuinely does have her heart in the right place. And I kind of like this where Mayday does acknowledge her mistreatment of Yu in the previous episodes. I like this because in some anime, when you have characters act mean, you really get to hear characters acknowledge that they messed up. So I kind of like how we see Mayday go through some character development for maturing. That's really damn sweet. Good. Oh, that's sweet. Well, yeah, for one must know, it would be one of them. I can see where our boy's coming from. I don't think there's no way she'd reject that. Because honestly, she did seem like she had a time of her life going up against you, and she gained a lot from it too. Yeah, what that's fun. I like how the sun just perfectly shows up too when Yu defeats her. Kind of makes me wonder how long did the match last. Oh, all right. I like how they're at the very least giving back the flags. That's sweet. And I like how she's bowing too to show how much she really does mean her apologies. That's a nice little touch there. I like how he put Shinobu's head down on me. Oh, that's a cute little visual touch. But like this though, it gives a lot of closure to the series. And this is not even taking into consideration that there's going to be a season 3 and 4. At least from what I heard from Enemies Network. Well, it's you. Well, you use quite perspective of people, that's for sure. That's probably why Donji gravitated so easily towards him. That's actually believable too. Especially since he's a kid and he's already dealt through a lot of adversity this series and he's prevailed through it. Yo, this time our boy better win. I'm just saying. He's taking down so many tough opponents like Toya, Mire. I mean, considering all the stress that our boy had, I'm not surprised that he had a favor at that time. Oh. But you know, they both learn from each other, though. That's the thing that Donji has to consider, too. You actually didn't get a lot from him. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I love about Donji, though. He's so humble that he doesn't boast about what he taught you. Instead, he's thankful for what he learned from our boy. That's so damn sweet. That's what makes a relationship work, because they both gain something from each other. Oh, damn it. The way they tease us, I would have loved to have seen their match. But you know what? Fuck it. This was a great fucking episode. Now, yeah, you could argue that there was a few things that were rushed. I would have loved to have seen a full-on Yu versus Donji match, because all things considered, we haven't seen our boy beat Donji on screen yet. We've seen Mire and Toya beat Donji. I would have loved to have seen our boy get in the work against him. But in saying that, that's the only thing that felt rushed. I felt the Mire versus Yu match had a satisfactory conclusion. I had zero complaints there. And there was a lot of plot progression too, to its credit. At least Daybreak, you can see they apologized to the teams where they took away the flags, gave back the flags. You have Mine apologize for action. She becomes friends with Yu. Everything's happy. So for the most part, they resolve most of the plot points in the season. Or not. There's Masanori. What? What the fuck is he planning? What, does he work for some kind of like evil, corrupt organization that we're not going to be privy to till season 3? Oh, man, these teasers. But you know what? It's not such a bad ending, because it's a great setup for season 3, and the animators must have known that they had a season 3 and 4. Huh. That's a damn impressive fact. I love how Trickster's near our boy. Hopefully we get a season 3 preview. Yes! Oh, actually, that's not such a long wait. Well, no, it kind of is, because that's 6 months. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, you know what? Fuck it. If the quality... Because the quality in this season was amazing. So if the quality gets even better, I'm not going to complain about waiting until summer, which would mean it'd be July then. And be in July when there's new episodes at the soonest. But you know what? Again, I don't mind, because the quality for the series has been damn good. Now, aside from the script of the episode being fantastic, though, there were other elements I did love about this episode, and let me explain what else I loved. Visually, it was fantastic. From like the visual animation with Mire's trump card being cornered, towards those bits where she opens her eyes, or the visual symbolism where it shows us her pessimistic perspective when it's like full-on black coloring, but when it's optimistic when she was younger, or towards the end of the match, it's super white and bright. I love visual cues like that. It really made the episode visually pop for me, and that's why I thought the episode also worked. There was a lot of visual symbolism. The mecha-like fighting when both of their main creatures collided with each other was absolutely gorgeous. The creature designs were fabulous. And aside from that, the voice acting was damn, and I mean damn, utterly good. Especially from Mire's voice actors when she legitimately did sound regretful of her actions. And speaking of which, from a character standpoint, I love this episode because with Mire, aside from her acknowledging that she made mistakes and how she treated Yu Yu, I like how she tried to make up for it by giving people their flags back. And it was cute to see her compliment Yu Yu and this potential. That was pretty nice. And I love how when it comes to Masanari, there's more than meets the eye because with that motherfucker, we see that he's a shifty ass snake, potentially working for some kind of like fucking shifty organization. And I love shit like that because it makes them infinitely more interesting. So credit to the series on that from a character standpoint. I even love how it gives its own character cycle to Donji, where he even admits straight up that he didn't feel like he taught our boy anything because he learned a lot from him. And I love that too. It makes Yu Yu and Donji's relationship feel realistic that both of them got benefits from it. So that's overall, I thought from a character standpoint, episode was fantastic. You already know my thoughts on the visuals. It was great. Thought the insert songs were damn awesome. And that's what I thought the episode was 9 out of 10 worthy. As for the series itself, if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm definitely giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was really damn good. And in my scale, 1's abysmal and 5 is average and 10 is exceptional. Now, let me explain why I thought it was that good. For one, I actually really liked Minnie. It's really rare to get to see a strong character that has like a major illness because in card game animes like say Yu-Gi-Oh, you had Serenity where she had an illness, but then she recovered from it, but she never did much at all in that series. You have characters like say in Shadowverse, there was Lucia who had a sister who also had a disease. That series did fuck all with her. But this series is different. It actually handled Mide well. And while her temper tantrums were controversial to say the least, because at least in Crunchyroll, people didn't want that type of anger from Mide. A lot of people didn't like it when she was pouty. I sort of liked it because considering that at that point in time she's been lied to a lot and she realized that a lot of important people have been lying to her, I thought her temper tantrums were pretty realistic, all things considered. So I thought Minnie was an interesting character, and I like how they showed some positives because she did have some good intentions, all things considered, because this series does acknowledge that she just wanted to have a card game where people can be equal. And I thought there was nothing wrong with that at all. I think that's what made her an interesting character because even though, yes, she was manipulated by Haruka, Haruka was also being manipulated by Masanari. So stuff like that really does make this series interesting. And that's why I liked Miri as a character. It made her interesting, and it further made it even awesome to see when she pretty much says straight up, sorry to you for what she did. I like that because they set it up her character well where it narratively justifies her actions, but then afterwards she acknowledges the downsides of her actions. And I thought that's what made the series in the episode pretty damn good, at least the ones involving her. And I like what they did with Donji too, where he at the very least tried to make amends with his sister. And I kind of like that too. That was nice. I mean, yeah, it might have been a little bit fucked up that he was in small bits against Blackout, but it made sense in this context considering that he left his sister in a bad state figuratively, even though his anger was justified because who the hell would want to see their precious sister married off to some kind of rando? I like that too, where it showed us bits of Donji's past and why he acts the way he did. It did a great job of justifying all of his actions in the series, and it made him infinitely more interesting. So I like the way they delved into Donji. I like the growth for Yu too, where he went through adversity, but then he realized it's just the best to take someone on earnestly. I like that message too. It also made, due to that, Yu more interesting. And I even love the extra badass match they had for Tamari. They did a great job in giving her a great match against Masanari. I'd say the only character that didn't do justice was Sakusa, because I felt they utilized him better in season 1. And the information you found out in this season wasn't really that much. I'm like, he lacked impact. But I'd say for the most part, though, they handled the characters great. So that's what I thought from a character standpoint. This series was pretty damn cool. I thought overall, visually, you can definitely tell the production values were higher. So from that standpoint, the animators were amazing. I thought the answered songs were great. And that's why overall I thought the series was an above average 7.5 out of 10. And I'm definitely hyped up for season 3 whenever it releases. And I'll most likely be reacting to that. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the series and the episode in general. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe, and I will see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all very much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.